you got to understand, you can take your game to the next level. And I already said, you have everything in place to be able to do it. It's just a matter of understanding where your resources are. See, success leaves clues all over the place. You're here in this facility. Did y'all see the wall when you walked in? You see the wall when you walked in? What was it full of? Former athletes, pro, college. I'm pretty sure that if you're in this facility and you go to those guys and say, hey, that's a guy I remember from high school. You think I can reach out and get in touch with him? There's a good chance it could happen. Your coaches at your schools, most of them have been other places before they are where they are. At some point in their coaching career, they've seen success. Why not sit down with them and find out what it is? Guys, this is a principle I call follow the blueprint. Follow the blueprint. It's there. You got former athletes who went to school where you went to school. Your coaching staff is on there. And you know, there's another place where you can find out where success leaves clues too. There's a friend of mine, I check in with him every once in a while. His name's Google. You know Google? Y'all know Google? I know Google well. Y'all know Google? I'm pretty sure y'all do. Y'all came up with Google. I just found Google, you know, within the past 15 years, but y'all were born with Google. Google. Who's an athlete who you maybe admire? Who's doing it on a big level right now? Adam Jones. Google Adam Jones. Somewhere along the way, you could probably find out how he trained. You may even be able to find out what he reads. You may be able to find out how to get in touch with him, long shot. But once again, if you want to get something done, you'll figure it out. The bottom line is you can find out so much information, but you want to be successful without doing the work. And that is not the way things go down. I want to give you a quick story about a young man named RJ. RJ has become a friend of ours. I spoke at a small rural school outside of Houston. And RJ is an interesting case and study because RJ was 5'6", 145 pounds. And he played running back. Now, looking at Beast, Texas out here, I don't think I see anybody who fits that criteria in here, especially at that position. But here's RJ, and RJ was on a team. It ain't you. No. Them long, your arms weigh more than 145. Stop it. So, RJ was on a team that was on a 19-game losing streak. Yeah, a lot of y'all. 19-game losing streak. So that's 19 in a row. So there may have been a win in between there. Basically, this kid had never experienced what winning feels like. I met with the coach over the summer. He wanted to get a hold of Awaken the Baller Within. Got 10 copies of it. RJ was the first one in there. 5'6", 145. Keep that in your mind right now, because typically when you have somebody who's 5'6", 145, when you come up and try to be heard in a group setting with a bunch of swole dudes like are in this room, more than likely the 5'6", 145-pound dude is not going to get anybody to pay attention to him. Like, you? Y'all know how y'all treat the little guy. So, RJ got a hold of the book, read it in 1 week, and he came back to coach and said, hey, coach, I know what it feels like to be successful. I think we can win. 5'6", 145. Takes that attitude to the team. 27 guys in the room. Not a single D1 football player in the room. Not a single D2 football player in the room. Maybe not a single college athlete in the room. And here's 5'6", 145, rallying up the troops. I'll keep it short. Off the top, that year, that team went 3-7. They won 3 games that year. And you might be like, well, that's still a losing record. But I tell you what, you lose 19 games in a row, 3 wins feels pretty doggone good. Fast forward to the present. Talked to that coach the other day, 3 years after we brought those principles to them. Not only did they have a winning season, They made the playoffs and won a playoff game. Why? 5'6", 145-pound attitude came in there and said, this is the way we're going to get it done. None of y'all in here are 5'6", 145. But do you have the mindset and the work ethic of the 5'6", 145-pound dude? Check the mirror.